Hey everybody! The purpose of this video is to get you some solutions to the little true-false website quiz. All the classes have the same one, so it doesn't matter what class you're in. We'll just take a look at it here. So here it is, and we got some true-false questions. I figured that probably the best way to do this is to just keep going back and forth between the document and the web page. I will get this web page to the frequently asked questions page, and then we'll just kind of go down and find where the questions are answered. So documents submitted to Blackboard must be either Microsoft Word documents or PDF documents. That's definitely true. That one's definitely true. And let me see if I can figure out here. I believe, here we go, right here. How do I turn things in? You'll need to create a document to submit. This must be either a Microsoft Word document or a PDF file. So there's a true statement there. It's okay to simply print out the assignments I have posted for you, add your answers to them, rescan them, and submit them to Blackboard. That one's false. Now, I know for this particular quiz I said it wasn't a problem, but this is in general. And in general, it says, I think it's in the same, yep, here it is. You must create a new document to submit. Please don't print off my document, squish answers in, rescan, and submit. So that's a false statement. I don't want you doing that. For this one, it's not a problem because it's simply identifying true and false. Most of you didn't do this. Most of you made a new document, just like the FAQ says. But in general, you won't have the room to write in between the questions that I ask. Okay. Even if you collaborate with others on an assignment, each member must individually submit. That is definitely true. And if you look, let's see. I believe, here we go. If we collaborate, can just one person in our group submit a document? Nope. And then I give you a bunch of reasons as to why. So that is true, must individually submit. You will receive full credit on problems marked with W even if you don't show how you arrived at your solution. That's false. The whole point of the W, let's go back and look here, this W, the whole point of the W is to show work. And if you just give me the answer without work, you don't get any points. Okay, so far, what do we do? True, false, true, false. I will not accept emailed submissions of assessments after their deadlines. That is true. That is true. Some of you noted on the quiz, what if we talk to you? And that's a different story. If you talk to me and something happened and you had an emergency, that's a completely different situation. This is in general. Some people miss deadlines, panic, and then try to email me things immediately. So I don't accept that. And hang on a second. Here we go. So here we go. Why can't I just email you something if I missed its deadline? And right here, if you email me an assignment, after it's due, the email will most likely be deleted without reply. Please stay on top of due dates. So that doesn't mean that you won't get credit for something. It just means don't email it because you missed the deadline in Blackboard. I need to know why you missed deadlines, preferably before you're going to miss them. But you just can't email it to me out of the blue. If you do more than 10 quizzes, the extras over 10 count as extra credit. That's false. We had a little discussion about this on the first day. Let's see. Here we go. If I do more than 10 quizzes, do they count as extra credit? They don't. They just become one more part of your grade. And I am going to build you all a quiz to take on quizzes because I know that my quiz system is a little bit interesting. So I want to make sure that you understand it better too. But it's not extra credit. They do become part of your grade. In-class quizzes count towards the 10 you need to do. That is true. And it's right there. Yup. I will answer questions on assessments on their due date. Definitely false. Definitely false. Where does it say that? Why won't you answer questions on an assessment on the day that it's due? So there you go. Do not pay attention to the overall course grade you see in Blackboard. Only pay attention to the overall course grade in your weekly email progress report. Definitely true. Definitely true. I use Blackboard, as I think I've talked to you about, only as a mailbox, in and out. You send your work in, I grade it, give it back to you, send it back to you. It's only a mailbox. If I make fixes, I don't make fixes in Blackboard. I make fixes in an Excel spreadsheet, which has all of the data in it. And I believe, let's just see. Why is my overall course grade in Blackboard different than on your progress report? Never look at your overall course grade in Blackboard. Okay. I will look over your work before you submit it to make sure it's okay. False. False. Okay, so hang on a second. I'm going to find that one here. Why don't you just give me the answer? No, it's not that. Here we go. Why won't you look over my work before I submit it? Okay, so if you read this here, there's a really simple reason as to why I don't do that. Because then you're asking me to grade it before I grade it. I will, by all means, answer questions that you have on your work, but I will not check your work to make sure it, quote unquote, looks okay so that you get it right. Okay, if you got a question, and I encourage questions, I love questions, love student questions, but you have to have a question. I'm not just going to look over your work for you. All right, let's recap. True, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Woo! That was a screamer. A couple of you noticed that the pattern threw you off and made you nervous, but then you went with your gut anyway and knew that you were doing the right thing. So anyway, there's your solutions for the website quiz. Take care, and we'll see you in class.